Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning. Welcome to the first episode of The Cut. It is going on 9 a.m. It's about 8:57 a.m. And I'm going to take you with me for the next 60 days through everything I'm going to do to reach some goals. I'm going to start a pretty aggressive cut where I stick to a certain number of calories. I work out so many times a week. I stick with a certain number for protein. And I'm going to go over all my goals with you of what I'm trying to hit, where I'm trying to get to for body weight and fat and all that. So this is it. This is the first day. And during this 8 weeks, I'm doing this cut, this 60 days, I have 2 trips planned. I have one to Atlanta for a week. Of course, there's no vegan food there, so I usually wind up losing weight anyway there. And there's the trip to LA with FBLA, which isn't even my club, but of course I can't say no. So there we go. And that's right after the script. That's this trip to Skills. I get back on a Saturday, and then Sunday I'm leaving for LA with a bunch of kids. So I got a lot going on this summer, as I do every summer. I'm going to start with the scale right here. Every video will start off with me weighing myself. I won't be in bed every day. I will start off with the scale. But I'm going to start off with the scale. Then I'll show you what I'm going to eat for the day. And I'll try and take you along with me each day. But I don't want them to be more than a few minutes each day. And let's get started. Let's step on the scale. It's not going to be pretty. And we'll take it from there. All right. Oh my God. Trying to film a video, but the little teacher group I work with, the 8 of us, we're still texting each other like every 5 minutes, and my phone keeps going off, and it's summer vacation. Like, girls, please. All right. I've got a list of right here, and I'm going to put them on the screen, of goals that I'm trying to hit in this 8-week cut. These are the things I want to do every day, and that are going to keep me on focus. I want to get to a certain number, and I think I want to try and get to 20% body fat. So that's my biggest goal. I'm not too focused on the scale. I mean, I kind of am, but as long as I see the fat going down, the number on the scale really doesn't matter. So I need to see those numbers changing. This is why it's so important to have something like the Hume Body Pod. I need some way of measuring more than just a number on the scale. I need to know that my numbers are changing. Because if I'm building muscle while I'm losing fat, the numbers are working in the right directions, the scale is going to say different things. It's going to say that I'm heavier because muscle's heavy. Muscle is 4 times heavier than fat. So, I can't really look at just the number on the scale when I'm doing this. This is really important. I'm going to show you all the different scenes and screens and all that from the Human Body Pod as we go through this. So if you're wondering what I'm using, that's what I'm using, the Human Body Pod. It gives you so much information, and if you're trying to do something like this, you really need that information to see if you're successful. There'll be a link in the description below this video on where you can purchase your own, and I absolutely swear by this thing. All right, so I'm going to start with 20% body fat is where I want to get to. Right now I'm starting at 26. It's not a pretty picture, and I don't even know if this is possible in 8 weeks, but that's what I'm doing. 20% body fat. I would like my weight to be somewhere around 149. That's always been my goal for weight. I don't know what my weight would look like at 20% body fat if I could be successful, but I'm kind of shooting for that number. Well, we just saw that I'm 161 point something. So that's like a 12-pound difference. It's going to be ambitious for 2 months, but listen, shoot for the stars, right? That's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm doing to get to that. All right, so I'm going to try and take my vitamins every day. Again, I don't want this to turn into a sponsored video, but compliment. I'm going to make sure I get all my vitamins every day because my meals are not going to look pretty. They're going to be high in protein, low in calories, whatever it takes for that. And I don't know if I'm going to get all my vitamin D every day. I don't know if I'm going to get all of my, zinc every day. Like, I have no idea. So I'm going to make sure I take Complement Essentials. And Complement Essentials make sure that I'm on track and I don't miss out on anything. Again, a link below this video on where you can get your supply of Complement Essentials. And if you order we're using my link in the description with the code plant-based dads at checkout, you get 15% off, which is really nice of them. So there you go. I'm going to take my vitamins every day. That's kind of the first thing. The second thing is I'm going to make sure I get 20,000 steps a day. I know that sounds a lot. Normally, and it actually is a lot for summer vacation. Normally, I come home from work and I don't have I have a desk at work, but I don't sit at it. The kids use my chair. I stand. I have a standing desk. So when I come home from work, I've already got 9 to 10,000 steps every day without doing anything but just working. So I easily get 18, 20,000 steps a day every day because then I'll go out for a walk with Lex. We go around the neighborhood, and by the time I get to the gym and all that, I come home and it's 20,000 steps. That may seem like a lot, and in a day, it's not for me, but I'm not working. I'm on summer vacation. Now I've got to push myself to walk enough steps every day to get to 20,000. This is just a really tough time of year for me to do that. But if you don't change something, nothing changes. So I've got to make an effort now, during summer vacation here to do this. It's not going to be perfect every day because there'll be days I'll be traveling, but I'm going to do the best I can. And I'm going to get as close to that 20,000 as possible. Next, I'm going to keep my diet between 12 and 1,300 calories. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, no one should ever eat below 1,500 calories a day or whatever. But look, I'm a short guy. I have a lot less muscle than you do because I don't have anywhere to store it because I'm smaller. I'm only 5'1", and I have a very efficient body. My body can run fine with no issues on about 1,000 calories a day because shorter people just take less energy to burn anything. So I could easily do that and not have any issues from that just because of my compact stature. I'm going to keep it at between 1,200 and 1,300 calories a day. My BMR is about 1,400. I know that. So this is a slight calorie deficit. And then with the extra calories I'll be burning, I should have a decent calorie deficit around 400 to 500 calories a day. So 12 to 1,300 calories a day. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to do that with chronometer. And I'll share all of that with you. Everything I'm eating, how I got there, and how I've already planned for today. So I know exactly what I'm eating today. I'm going to do the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I normally do this anyway, even with my work schedule. So that won't be anything different than I'm already doing. I'm just going to do it earlier in the day. I'm going to make sure I get 140 grams of protein in every day. 1, because I'm working out. 2, because protein, it costs your body more to digest protein than it does anything else. So it has to work to do that. So that's more energy you're burning off. Plus, a third of the calories of protein that you eat are used to burn it off. So if you're going to eat something that goes over your calories, make sure it's protein. It's the best bang for your buck. It's also going to help me feel full and keep me satisfied so I'm not snacking between meals. That is my normal daily requirement of protein anyway, usually around 120 to 140. So again, not doing anything different than I normally do. I'm going to drink 80 ounces of water a day. I would guess I get pretty close to that already. I put 2 18-ounce bottles of water into every protein shake, and I have 1 to 2 of those a day. So that's, 36, that's 72 ounces right there if I have 2 protein shakes a day. So when I'm trying to do 80 plus whatever I drink at the gym, I'm not counting the gym water as part of my daily requirements because that's different, but I'm already close to that every day. But I'm going to try and stick with 80 ounces of water just to make sure that I'm getting enough water. You need plenty of water to build muscle. Your body has a lot of water. Muscle is like some crazy percentage, like 70% water. Like I just need water to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I stay hydrated. And then I'm going to vlog every day. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Some days it may be just like a quick, minute or 2. Some days it'll be more in depth. I'll try and show you some gym routines, although I'm very uncomfortable filming myself at the gym, especially when it's just me, if Tim's not with me. And, that's kind of the other thing. I'm doing this mostly during the day when it's just me. Tim's at work. I'm on vacation. Lex is on vacation, but Tim's not on vacation. So he's at work. So I'm going to do all this on my own. And, you'll just have to come along with me. The gym I'm going to do between 10 and noon every day, and it's already 9:30. So I'm going to adjust my food intake for the day so I can eat my pre-workout first today because I woke up so late. And we'll take it from there. All right, let's cut to what I'm going to be eating today. All right, I'm going to throw this up on the screen so you can see it in landscape mode, but I'm going to look at it on my phone. as we go through this, you're going to be able to see, last night I already entered all my food for today. I know everything I'm eating today, and this is called pre-tracking. And I talk about this in one of my videos where I show you how to be successful. And one of the ways I do that is by deciding the day before what I'm eating the next day. So for instance, when it's time for breakfast here, I'm having a smoothie consisting of blackberries, strawberries, Earth Chimp vegan protein shake mix, and some psyllium husk. So I'm just going to mix that with a bunch of water, take my vitamins, and that's what I'm having for breakfast. That whole thing right there is 238 calories and 22 grams of protein. Now I've already figured out my protein for the day, and for that meal, I just need 1 serving of protein powder. So it's 2 scoops, right? So 238 calories, 22 grams of protein, that meal's done. Then at some point before the gym, regardless of when that is during the day, I want to have what's called a pre-workout, something that will give me energy, but that digests very fast. And fruit is perfect for that. And I love watermelon as a pre-workout. I'm going to have 300 grams of watermelon. It's a whole bunch of watermelon, and it comes in at 90 calories. Now, this is not a high protein meal. It's just meant to give me some carbohydrates for the gym that are quickly digesting. So it's 90 calories and 2 grams of protein. My next meal is going to be lunch, and that's going to be the Big Mountain soy-free tofu, the fava bean tofu. I'm going to have a half a block of that. Actually, I'm going to have 175 grams of that. Those blocks are so weird. Sometimes they're 340 grams. Sometimes they're 417 grams. I'm not going to go by the size of the block. I'm just going to measure 175 grams of that tofu. I'm going to cook it up in the air fryer with some salt and pepper on it. I'm going to have that with 200 grams of broccoli. And that together will be a 200-calorie lunch with almost 40 grams of protein. The broccoli, believe it or not, is pretty high in protein for a vegetable, and that fava bean tofu, you can't beat the macros in that. So 200 calories with 39 grams of protein. Again, in the afternoon, I'm going to have another shake. Again, Earth Chimp. I'm going to have a chocolate shake, and I'm going to have bananas, chocolate, and I'll have a little cashew milk in there. So I'm going to have 2 servings of 2 scoops in there. That'll be my powerhouse shake. And that'll give me 366 calories for that whole meal with 42 grams of protein. So that's going to be perfect. That's where a bulk of my protein is going to come from today. At dinner, I'm going to have the rest of that Big Mountain soy-free tofu, so 155 grams. I'm also going to have 100 grams of potatoes with that, so I can get my starches in. And I'm going to use some of the Costco mixed vegetables, the frozen bag. I'll show you that as I go along today. And I'm going to have 150 grams of that. That's 291 calories for that meal, 35 grams of protein. Now for a snack today, if I want to have that, this is optional. I'm having the Simply Delish or Simply Desserts Now sugar-free gel. It's a vegan product, and it just puts some mass in my stomach with very little calories. You can see that's like 10 calories, and there's no protein in it. And if I stick to that, if I'm able to manage that, I'm still going to be under my calories. That's 1,195 calories. I want to be between 12 and 13, but I'll be happy with that. Hopefully, I'll have spent about 2,500 calories. I'm not sure what my calories for today will look like. I'm using today as a baseline with all of these goals. If I can hit all my targets, then whatever my calories are, that's what we're going to be. And I will have had 140 grams of protein, 161 grams of carbohydrates, and 11 grams of fat. Hopefully that works out for me, and that's what I'm doing. All right, so you can see my day is planned for food, exercise. I know what I'm doing today. I'm just going to get my day started. I'm going to have some breakfast here. I'm going to do what I can. I'll do a recap at the end of the day. We'll let you know how it went. This portion of the video is going to be a lot longer than the other ones because I'm introducing everything, but they'll get a lot faster as we go. All right, let's make it happen today. All right, we'll start the day off with my pre-workout because I'm headed to the gym. Fresh cut watermelon. This is in season and it is delicious. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. So good. All right, it's time to head to the gym. And I won't be taking any photos in here probably, but here we go. All right, I've changed it up a little bit. I started my day with my pre-workout because I wanted to go to the gym first thing in the morning and just be done with it. So I had my watermelon first. Now I'm having my breakfast. It's noon, but I just got back from the gym, so this is perfect. So this is my actual meal number 2 because the watermelon was meal number 1. So this is my breakfast, and this is a blackberry and strawberry smoothie with the strawberry Earth Chimp powder because I had a visit from a friend over the weekend who had been storing away some strawberries last year, and she gave it to me. because you know they love it. And I've got some psyllium husk in here and some of the complement daily greens. So that's what I'm having. I also want to throw my my workout on the screen here because I don't feel comfortable taking pictures and videos in the gym. Sometimes you'll see me do that, but that's if we go at like 11 o'clock at night and no one's there. Like at 9 o'clock in the morning, a lot of people are there. So I'm using Heavy. It's a workout tracking program. I'm using the free version, but I like Heavy because it allows you to social media in it. I can follow other people using Heavy. They can follow me. So there's people that are watching the show here that are using Heavy, that comment and go, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Great job on the workout. And I comment on them like, oh, great set today. And we all kind of just push each other. So, I have no association with Heavy other than I use it, the free app, and I chat with people. I mean, it's not really a chat, but we can comment on each other's workouts, and you can see exactly what I'm doing. So check it out. I believe I'm Plant-Based Dads on Heavy, or maybe it's Joey Trox. So I'll put the information up here. I don't know what it is, but I'll put my information up here, and you can friend me on Heavy, and we can push each other. All right. Time for my smoothie. All right here you can see I've got a tofu steak. So I've got about 150 grams of tofu steak. That's all I had on me. It's supposed to be 175. And later on, I'm supposed to have 150, but I'm going to switch it. And then I've got 200 grams of broccoli, which is a lot of broccoli. Can't wait to eat it. All right, it is 7 o'clock at night. It's been a long day, and I'm forcing this protein shake down because this is one of my meals today. I still have to eat dinner. I don't know when that's going to happen. So, getting this many meals in a day is not easy. But I have to get them all in because I won't get all my protein if I don't. And then here's the kicker, right? It's 7 o'clock. I've burned a lot of calories, but I have 7,200 steps. I'm supposed to get 20,000. I don't know what I was thinking. 20,000 is reachable when I'm working. But when I'm at work, like when I come home every day, I've got more than that by the time I come home. And then I start like my exercising, right? Like I start walking around the neighborhood and walking on my treadmill. Like it's 7 o'clock. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. So as soon as I finish this shake, I'm going to jump on the treadmill, and watch some people working on cruise ships on YouTube, because that's what I do. Don't ask. And I'm going to try and get my steps up. I don't know that I'm going to get 20,000 steps today. I most likely will not. And it's probably an unrealistic goal for the summer every day, but I'm going to leave it anyway. So let's see how far I can get. Lex had his first day at work. He's teaching, I guess, 6-year-olds how to swim, and they don't know how to swim. So he's basically having to hold them while they kick, right? To teaching them how to kick. I mean, it's the whole thing. This is where they start. It was the first day. But he was like, they don't know how to swim. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the swim camp is for. Like, you didn't know how to swim either. Like, that's where you learn. So there was that. So that went well. I'm glad that worked out for him. He drove there. He drove back. I'm going to probably go with him one more time tomorrow. And then after that, he can go by himself. So there you go. All right. At the end of the day, I'll do a rundown of all this. Again, the videos won't be like this every day. there's just too much stuff to talk about. I've showed you some of my meals today. The broccoli and tofu plate. That was a huge plate of food. Like, it was huge. And the calories and macros were so low on it. I'm going to have that again for dinner, except this time I'm going to have the tofu and like some mixed vegetables with some potatoes. But holy smoke, there was so much food. Like, I'm just not hungry. I'm forcing this stuff down. So, that's what I'm doing. All right. We'll see you at the end of the day, whenever that is. All right. Well, that's a wrap for day one. This day did not go the way I thought it would. Obviously, I've got some tweaking to do. Let me get my glasses on. Let's go over the final inventory here. So, I never got to my dinner. So I'm short on a bunch of stuff here. So for instance, this is why I take complement vitamins. I had 1,002 calories today. So that's way below where I want to be, but like I'm stuffed, like, because I started eating at noon. Like, I just don't have enough time to eat before I go to bed. It's already like 11:30. I did burn 2,333 calories. So my goal was 24. I was really close to that. As far as steps, I wound up with 18,676 steps. Considering that I did not work today, because I'm not working right now because it's the summer and I'm technically unemployed, that's a lot of steps just having to work on my own. That came from walking around my neighborhood twice today, once by myself and once with Lex at the end of the night. I did a little bit of treadmill action. So I try to make it a point to get those steps in. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think 18,000 steps on a regular day is pretty good. I was able to hit the gym, so that was good. I did not get all the water I wanted to get. I used about 18 ounces in my first smoothie, 18 ounces in my second smoothie, so 36 ounces. I did 360 milliliters of, or a cup and a half of plant milk. So that's a lot of water in there. So that's another 12 ounces of water maybe. So we've got 36, 46, 47, 48 ounces. I'm under 50 ounces of water for the day. My goal was 80. So I'm going to work harder tomorrow to do that. And then as we go forward, it would not look like this each day. I'm just going to go, hey, here's my weight. Hey, here's what I had today at the end of the day. And I'll just do a wrap each day. So that's kind of my first day involved in this. And there's obviously things I need to change. So actually, I don't know if I'm going to change anything, but there are things I need to change what I'm doing to get to these goals. I'm not going to change the goals. I think the goals are fine. All right, day 1 to wrap. We'll see you tomorrow.
Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you wanna be.